Happy Friday, everyone. It is so good to be back with you guys tonight on our Friday night. We're going live once again. What a night. What a night. What a good Friday. I didn't have to work today. I was off. Made some videos, as you can see, and YouTube notifications didn't seem to be working too good, but oh well. But I'm joined, as always, by Road Rants, and hopefully Fatal J will be on soon. What's going on, Rhodes?
What's going on? I hope everybody's doing great tonight. John, I hope you're doing good. Sounds like you had a pretty good day. I worked.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I work tomorrow.
Yeah, I made 3 videos today, man. I made 3. It took a little bit. Yeah, so if you're just joining us, make sure that you smash the thumbs up button. Help us out. Spread the word. I posted on Twitter that we were going live at 8 o'clock. But I know the Senate is live right now, and there's quite a few people going live right now, too. But we're going to do our best. I'm pretty sure we'll have a pretty good outcome. We have some good topics that we're going to discuss. Everyone seems to not want to be in Star Wars anymore. And we're going to give you our top 10 film scores of all time. This was a tough list to come up with. And really, there's no wrong answers. There's really not. Oh, there's Jay. What's up, man?
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good. You kind of clipping a little bit.
What's going on?
Okay, can y'all hear me good now?
Yeah, you were a bit loud. What's going on, Jay?
I'm sorry I'm late. I was watching Alita Battle Angel with my wife. That's a really good movie.
Oh, it's out on digital now?
Well, I'm kind of watching it beyond legal means.
Oh, okay. I got
you. You wasn't even gonna go there. I was gonna try to bail you out somehow, but
you're on the fire stick, huh?
Yeah, I'm on the stick.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a good movie though, man. I really liked it.
Yeah, my wife, she really into it.
It's funny he brought that up that way because I got Godzilla King of Monsters on my agenda after this is over.
Hey, you guys be happy after we get done. I told my wife we're gonna watch Die Hard.
Oh yeah,
yes,
you in for a good one.
Okay.
Oh my god!
And now we can revisit my reaction to that on another live stream. So
on my stream,
yeah. But I was pretty busy today, man. I made 3 videos. I got some new music. Kind of redid the way I did my videos. I like this new approach. I'm kind of going with the videos, putting in the clips, and I just love that music. I don't know if you guys saw it or not. Actually, Rose did see it. I don't know if you saw it yet.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I like it a whole lot.
Yeah,
I can't get my background music right. I want to start using it, but so far I just don't like it.
Yeah, all you gotta do is really just lower the volume down, kind of low.
Yeah,
that's all you really got to do, and just kind of go from there. I mean,
it seems like no matter how low I put it, I'm like it's always overpowering me.
See, on mine, I use Adobe Premiere Pro, so all I have to do is just click it and just drag it down. That's all I have to do.
Yeah, when I edit, I just play with the volume until it sounds just right to me.
Mm-hmm. So I used to have background music in all of my videos, but this time I actually paid for this music this time because you usually get what you pay for.
Yeah,
and this one is way better than the other stuff that I had. So I used to do clips all the time, and I stopped doing clips, and then I kind of want to get back to it, and that's why I think these videos are a lot better now. So we got 5 people watching right now. If you're watching, drop something in the chat. Let us know where you're coming from. We'll address the chat and everything, and I'm pretty sure it's going to pick up, but we're going to try to go for about an hour here. And I know that our top 10 film scores is going to be a pretty good debate. You got your list, Jay?
Yes, sir. I got it.
Yeah.
And I even got honorable mentions this time, too.
Oh, finally, you got some honorable mentions. I got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like 9 honorable mentions.
Wow.
It's so
Whoa. I've only got
It's
two.
tough, man.
Yeah.
But
But
actually,
I'll tell you,
that's what
this
I just
list
wrote
was
down. I got some
easy.
more in my
This
head.
list was easier than I thought it was.
I got some more in my head that I didn't even write down. So,
I mean, I'm sure I could have thought of more, but I mean, I was actually kind of surprised. I was like, I knew basically my top 9 were real easy for me.
yeah.
I was surprised. I was like, these are the ones that mean the most to me.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I have 8
I
different
was
composers. I got 7 or 8 different composers in my top 10. And when I actually watch a movie, I judge heavily on the film score because the film score is supposed to tell a story of the movie.
Yeah.
And like my number 1, my number 1, 2, and 3, actually the top 4 I have on my list are heavily driven by the music to me. Not that these are bad movies, and a lot of these movies I have on my list, I think we've all seen it before. So, but anyway, let's talk.
and I left one. I left one out that I really liked. I know that y'all love. So,
Yeah.
I guess it would be an honorable mention
Yeah.
somewhere too. So,
Yeah, keep in mind these may not be the greatest movies, but it's usually you won't have a bad movie with a good film score. I think because usually the music can make up for that.
I tell you what,
I think I have one though, John.
I love.
You have a bad movie with a good film score.
I have a bad movie with a soundtrack that was better than the movie.
Okay. And just for point of reference, I know we all gonna have Star Wars on there. I consider like Star Wars as one, not like episode 1, episode 2, episode 3. I just put it. I just put it all together as one.
Okay,
That's
good.
all I did. Yeah.
Like even the Last Jedi soundtrack is good. The movie's horrible.
Ugh.
I just discussed you. Huh? Oh man. Yeah.
Last Jedi. God.
So let's talk a little bit about some Star Wars for about in a good 10, 15 minutes. Because I think the rest of the show is pretty much going to be taken up by the top 10 list. Because that's the juicy part of the show.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
it seems to me like nobody wants to be in any of the next Star Wars movies. Like Mark Hamill, he wants to be done. Daisy Ridley says she's not going to be in the next Star Wars movies. And those are the two faces of the different, Mark Hamill with the originals, Daisy Ridley with the new ones.
Yeah.
Not saying that she won't be in the next ones, but she seems a lot like Mark Hamill. She just wants to be done. And I'm not reading into the stuff, where she was crying when reading. Carrie Russell said she was crying when she read J.J. Abrams' script. So what? Big deal. Kevin Smith cries. Daisy Ridley cried when she read Rian Johnson's script. So that doesn't really say much. Yeah.
I'd have cried too.
Joe, we see you in the chat there. What's going on, Joe? We see you in the chat.
But why do you guys think the reason? Now I understand Mark Hamill reason, but what is Daisy Ridley's reason? Is she just tired of the fans, the hardcore fans, or is it something else?
I was thinking that maybe she really just wants to do something different.
Yeah.
I don't even know if she's really a Star Wars fan. I've never heard her say that she grew up watching, the movies or anything like that. I mean,
Yeah.
I haven't.
She's pretty young.
She's what, like 25?
So, she?
Oh, she's not that
maybe?
young because
Yeah.
Force.
Well, I mean, when she started, she'd have been probably 19, though.
Actually, let me look it up.
That's been
And
what, 5 years ago? So 19 or 20.
Yeah.
And John Boyega, he wants to get out of it too, right?
No, she's 27, man.
Oh, she's still a young.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, Geek Central said no reason for them to be angry, honestly.
But I thought it was something with John Boyega. He wanted to get out of it too.
I did. You know what? I think what it was with him he said something about telling his true story or something after episode 9, something like that.
Yeah.
Like he liked something on Twitter, I think, and it was kind of negative towards the sequel trilogy. So he may not be.
Yeah, it was it.
I'm pretty sure he's not happy with Ryan Johnson.
I've said right. I've said for a while. I mean, I think John Boyega is a pretty good actor.
He's a real good
we
actor.
know Oscar Isaac is an.
Oscar Isaac.
He's an excellent.
Oscar Isaac
actor.
is pretty great.
Adam Driver is an excellent actor.
Yeah, Adam Driver.
They're not stupid.
Adam Driver
was shit.
Yeah, Adam Driver was really good in Black Klansman.
I used to have an old movie with John Boyega. He was a young kid, and it was like an alien type movie when he was in England. Have you guys ever seen that movie?
Oh, it's a great movie. It's a great movie. Attack the Block.
I got that on Blu-ray.
Attack the Block.
I haven't seen that.
When he was announced for The Force Awakens, I was like, holy shit, the kid from Attack the Block. That is a badass flick.
Yep.
Yeah. I think absolutely. I think those actors know that middle film in particular, because look at John's character and look at Oscar's character. They literally are the same character at the end of The Force Awakens to the end of The Last Jedi. There is no progression. The middle film should be a progression film in a trilogy. It should move the story along and build the characters into your last film so you can have this epic finale. And they got no progression in character whatsoever.
Yeah.
And John Boyega is not stupid. He knows that subplot was useless. It was completely useless to the story.
And you know what? That's a great point.
Aside.
And they wasted a magnificent actor in this subplot. What's the dude name?
Benicio del Toro.
Yeah, they wasted him.
Beyond wasted him.
That's like the greatest actor that was on the movie, and they wasted him completely.
Yeah, that kind of role you give to some kind of unknown actor. You don't give an established actor that kind of role and treat him like that.
But I wonder, will we get Del Toro in Rise of Skywalker? Or is he done?
I think he's done, man. I mean, he was so insignificant in The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
I don't even want to see him again.
Yeah, I mean, I've said it's the only bad role I've ever seen him in. I mean, he was terrible in the movie, and I mean, I've seen a couple of movies that were bad that he was in that he was really good in. One of the movies that launched his career was a movie he made like 25 years ago called Excess Baggage. The movie's terrible, but he's awesome in it. And,
man, have y'all seen the movie Sensario? Have you guys seen the movie Sensario? I didn't mean to cut you off, folks.
What was the movie, Jay?
Oh, Sonato?
It's pronounced. I can't never pronounce it right, but it's Cesario. Have y'all ever seen that movie with Del Toro in it?
Oh, I think I've heard of it.
Man, I'm telling you.
I've seen.
Please, I beg you guys, please watch the first movie. That's one of the sickest movies I ever seen in my life. It's a cartel movie, a Mexican cartel movie. He's starring in it.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's great.
Yeah,
I mean, it is great. He's great in it, and Josh.
Yes, Josh Brolin in it too.
Oh, NS Tech, I see you in there. Said I was your 800 subscriber, I think. Thank you so much for joining. Chubby Teddy Monster Productions is here. What's going on? Joe is still here. Geek Central is here. All right, we got 15 people watching right now. Make sure you smash the thumbs up button if you don't mind. Right now we're just talking some Star Wars and We're gonna get into this top 10 list here pretty soon because it's gonna get hectic, I think. But
Okay, that is Alicia Silverstone. Yeah, you're right. Correct.
I haven't seen that movie.
Boy, yeah,
Sicario.
Sicario is great.
Yeah.
It is.
So that's what I meant. Sicario. Have y'all seen the sequel?
No,
I have not. I've got it
sequel to it?
ready to watch, and I have not watched
The
it yet.
sequel is on the same level as the first movie.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll watch it this weekend then. Yeah.
Hey guys,
Like when we
gonna-
go to do dramas, top 10 dramas or gangster movies or whatever. I mean, crime dramas or something. If we break it down like that,
Yeah.
that first movie's got a chance to make the top 10. It does.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
and guys, I will see Die Hard tonight.
You in for a fun ride, my friend.
I will see Die Hard. The chat, I've never seen Die Hard before. They've been killing me on it. I'm gonna watch it, and maybe it'll make my top 10. Maybe.
I'm making the call. By the end of the weekend, John will have seen all three.
Yeah, but you know the Schwarzenegger movies are in my top 3 action movies. So you got Commando,
Oh yeah, that's a given.
Predator, and True Lies.
That's a given.
So it's gonna pass them.
Oh well, I don't know. For you, aren't well, gosh. See, I'm a big Arnold fan. I'm a
Arnold's
bigger
my guy,
Arnold
man.
fan than I am Bruce Willis. But, man, I don't know. Die Hard is just, yeah. There we go, Joe K with the epic
But,
line. Welcome to the party, pal.
But John, you didn't say Total
Oh,
Recall.
yippee ki yay, mother.
John, you didn't say Total Recall though.
But remember, with the rule was no sci-fi.
Oh yeah, that's right. But Total Recall is like in the top 3
Yeah.
Arnold film.
Oh
In
yeah,
my-
yeah. It's up. It's in top 5. See
Yeah.
you at the party, Ritter. Oh man.
I even like Kindergarten Cop, man.
Oh yeah, I love Kindergarten. Now Kindergarten Cop. That's more of a comedy, but it is an action movie. That's a tough
Yeah,
one. Kinda-
towards the end, it's an action movie.
yeah, it's kind of hard to quantify.
Well, you know
classify
what?
it.
To be truthful, in the beginning and the end, it's an action movie.
Yeah. Yeah, Kindergarten Cop. I probably have it just outside the top 5 Arnold movies, but I love Total Recall.
You guys made me realize.
Kindergarten Cop. Kindergarten Cop. Yeah.
Yeah,
You guys made me realize.
we do sci-fi. I'm gonna have
Now, sci-fi would be really, really interesting, man, because then you got
I-
like, Back to the Future is a sci-fi movie. So, and Back to the Future may be making an appearance. We'll have to see on this list.
Have you guys ever seen Pulp Fiction?
Yes.
Okay, you remember the guy that was selling the cocaine to John Travolta, the dude with the long red hair?
Oh yeah.
Do you know he was the original Marty McFly? If
oh
you go look,
yeah, he was. That was his name is
it's Eric Stoltz, ain't it?
Eric Stoltz. Yeah.
Eric Stoltz, yeah.
Yeah, something happened. He got fired or he had to leave.
And they said he completed the whole movie, and they looked back at the movie and said he just wasn't it.
Yeah. And they had to bring in Michael J. Fox, but at the time, Michael J. Fox still was under contract for Family Ties, so he had to shoot. He had to shoot Back to the Future when he was done filming Family Ties for the day.
If you guys look, it's footage of Eric Stoltz playing Marty McFly, like some deleted scenes, and I thought that would have been kind of interesting to see that movie.
Yeah,
I bet they have it in the vault somewhere of him. Like the whole entire movie with him playing Marty.
Yeah.
We'll probably get it one of these days.
Yeah.
Hey, John, NS Tech has got a Star Wars question for you.
Where is he at John Matrix? That's all I see. Sorry,
Star
I
Wars
see it now. I
question.
see
John
it.
and Friends.
John and Friends.
Yeah.
Do you think the rise of Skywalker could mean as following? Palpatine comes back. He explains he created Anakin. Therefore, he is a Skywalker and resident. I was thinking that. I really was thinking that. That's not a surprise at all, because if you look at the Japanese name of the Rise of Skywalker, it is called what is it called?
Dawn of
Dawn
Skywalker.
of Skywalker. So I'm thinking, all right, that's like the birth
Yeah.
of the Skywalkers, if you can look at it that way. So that is a very good possibility.
But see, I don't know, because if Phantom Menace didn't Qui-Gon say she had his Anakin mother had a high midichlorian count, and that's why Anakin was born. So would that throw away everything that
I
we
don't
learned?
think she did.
Huh?
It was just him. It wasn't her, right?
I thought the midichlorian, whatever. I can't even say it right.
Midichlorians.
The count was so high where inside her stomach it gave birth to Anakin, or something along those lines.
No. Phantom Menace said that Anakin's midichlorian count was over 20,000. It was higher than Master Yoda.
See, I'm gonna have to go back and look on Phantom.
It wasn't Shimmy. He wasn't talking about Shimmy.
But I'm gonna have to go back and look at Menace,
That's Anakin.
because I thought like it was almost like on some Jesus type stuff where the force was so high it gave birth to a kid.
Yeah, she said there was no father. It was there was no father. She just gave birth to him. She couldn't explain it.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
So I'm gonna see how they tie that in. If that is the case, if Palpatine was behind the creation of Anakin.
And they kind of almost explain that in the new comic.
What do you guys think about that if that turned out to be the case?
That Palpatine's the father?
Yeah.
It wouldn't be too much a surprise, because if you
They basically already said it.
And if you look at Revenge of the Sith, you know, I was actually thinking it was probably more Darth Plagueis than Palpatine, but you can kind of easily interchange the two, I believe.
And see, that's who I thought Snoke was going to turn out to be, is Darth Plagueis.
Yeah, but the Darth Plagueis book, Darth Plagueis is killed off actually during the events of the Phantom Menace, if I'm not mistaken. And Palpatine had been training Darth Maul in secret for years. Kind of like what Dooku was doing with Ventress.
Yeah.
Even though Ventress, you know, Palpatine knew who Ventress was. She was just an assassin. So, Deborah Tyrell, hello.
Do you guys think we're going to get an Anakin Force Ghost in Rise of Skywalker?
I think we are. I think he's going to be a Hayden Christensen Force Ghost and a Ewan McGregor Force Ghost.
Yeah, because you might be right, John, because in the Return of Jedi, when they redid them, they put Hayden in there.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they actually ended up having an Obi-Wan, Anakin, Yoda, Qui-Gon Jinn Force Ghost all at the end, a la Return of the Jedi style.
But see, that's crazy, because if they do Obi-Wan, remember at the end of Return of Jedi, he was old Obi Kenobi.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So would they get McGregor and make him older?
I think it'll be a young Obi-Wan.
I do too. I think they're gonna gauge the response on that Obi-Wan Force Ghost, and that's gonna propel us into that TV show. I think that's happening.
It's gonna be a lot of fan service.
That TV show is about 99% green light right now. And actually, I think it's really and truly been green lit, and they're just waiting for the right time to announce it.
Yeah. Guys, we have 20 people watching right now. Make sure you smash the thumbs up button. And
the chat is live.
Yes, it's live. So we're about to get into this top 10 list. So actually, we probably should get into it now. We've been going on this topic here for like 25 minutes. So we got about 35 minutes left. So we're going to have to knock out this top 10 list. And actually, guys in the chat, just drop this in the chat. What is your favorite film score of all time? And knowing my channel, it's probably Star Wars, but I could be wrong. You know. So we're gonna give our top 10 film scores of all time. Who wants to go first?
Since I'm the young,
It don't even matter. I'll go if you
What's
want.
that?
I'm about to.
It don't matter.
Go ahead, Jay. Jay always has something interesting on his top 10.
Yeah,
Go,
I'm gonna
Jay.
go
Go.
first
Yeah.
because you guys, y'all always surprise me, and I really enjoy hearing y'all list after mine. So I'm gonna go first.
Okay, I see in NS Tech. He has Interstellar. There's Grease. Okay, The Last Jedi. Okay, that's John Williams. Yeah. So anyway, go ahead, Jay.
All right, number 10.
Well, honorable mention, right?
Oh yeah, I forgot. Sorry about that. Honorable mentions: The Phantom Menace, John Wick, Drive, and Space Jam.
Space Jam. Okay.
Space Jam. Remember, I believe I can fly.
Okay.
There was some good jams on there.
My list is geared towards more orchestral scores.
Yeah, I have that too.
Okay.
Number 10, the Superfly movie
Oh, old school.
with Curtis Mayfield.
Yeah.
That was the movie I was talking about where the soundtrack outdid the actual movie.
Okay.
Number 9, y'all guys going to get a kick out of this one. The Never Ending Story.
Oh, I love that movie as a kid. Now that film score, they had some interesting stuff though.
Yeah.
Music was pretty good.
Number 8.
I didn't even think about that movie. That's a pretty good call, Jay.
Okay, number 8, Kill Bill. And the score was done by RZA of the Wu-Tang Clan.
Oh, okay.
Yep. That's a good
Number
one.
7.
Good call.
Number 7, Hook by John Williams.
Ooh, I forgot that he composed that.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Pete channel. I see you there, Mr. Pete.
I'm gonna do number 6, just like John said with all the Star Wars movies. Number 6, Lord of the Rings.
Ah. Yeah, that's John what's his name? John Newton Howard. No, it's Howard Shore. Howard Shore. And you know what? That's the only film score I like by Howard Shore. He did the film score to Silence of the Lambs, and I hate it. But I love Silence of the Lambs movie.
Really?
Okay,
wow. What's up, Mr. P?
I kind of cheated on number 5 and number 4. Number 5, Rocky the first movie.
Okay.
And number 4 is Rocky 2. Now that soundtrack is kind of the same, but Rocky 2 is kind of like the upgraded versions of certain songs.
Yeah, that's why I kind of wanted everybody to like if it's the same composer for like sequels, just put it as like one.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's fine though if you didn't do it.
Okay, number 3. Now, John, you already know this one. Conan the Barbarian.
Basil Polidorus. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Number 2, I'm just to really throw y'all on the loop on this one. And I think me and John talked about it on Proper's channel. Tron Legacy.
Yes.
Wow.
Daft Punk. Punk.
And you know what? I never heard of Daft Punk before Tron Legacy, but after I seen that movie, I started listening to all their stuff.
Yeah. That Solar Sailor track on there in that movie, really good.
Yeah. They did an amazing job. I mean, it sounded like a futuristic soundtrack, you know?
It fit that movie perfectly.
It did. They did an awesome job.
Yeah. And that intro when Finn is talking about the grid and everything, that opening track.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah. And y'all already know my number 1. Of course, it's going to be John Williams Star Wars.
Gotcha.
That's my list, y'all.
That's a pretty good call. That's kind of an easy call.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a good list, Jay.
Yeah, that's a pretty good list. You want me to go, Rhodes, or you want to go?
I'll go. Let me roll.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, my honorable mentions. Number 12, Predator. That's Alan Silvestri. Is that correct? Is that how you say his name?
That's the way he says his name, Alan Silvestri.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Number 11, Man of Steel, Hans Zimmer.
I'm surprised about that one. I really am. I love Hans Zimmer. I like the Man of Steel score, but that's not one of his best. You'll
he
you'll see when it comes
again.
to my list.
Number 10, Gladiator.
I told you.
Zimmer.
That's a good one, man.
Yeah, I love that Gladiator soundtrack. It's good. Number 9, the Karate Kid, Bill Conti.
That's a good one. That's the Rocky guy.
Number 8, and this one might be a surprise to folks. Batman 89, Danny Elfman.
I thought about that one too. I didn't forget about him.
And a lot of this got to do with how much did I enjoy the movie, but I think music ties in the story.
You want to know why Danny Elfman's Batman 89 score didn't make my list? Why? I love that score, but I'm a musician. Anybody that's a classically trained musician knows that Danny Elfman ripped off that Batman theme from Paul Hindemith's Matrixx der Maler.
Wow.
Look, I'm telling you, go to YouTube and type in Matrixx der Maler, Paul Hindemith. He was a German composer in the 20th century. He's one of my favorite composers ever. That that's stolen directly from Matrixx der Maler.
And you know that song right there, was the main theme to the animated Batman movie. I mean the animated Batman TV series.
Really?
That da 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 da.
Really?
That's amazing, man.
Yeah. That's the opening motive to Matrixx der Maler, Paul Hindemith.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
Yeah, look that up, man. I'm telling you. Yeah, I'll write it in the chat in case anybody wants to look it up. Go ahead, Rhodes.
NS Tech, yes, I've seen Blue Streak. You guys have seen Blue Streak, right?
Oh yeah, that's a funny movie. You know, Dave Chappelle was in that movie.
Yep. Number 7, and this is good chance you're going to hear this name more than once in my list. Number 7, Jaws, John Williams.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you hear that score, you automatically know Jaws. Now, I just thought about another score that I left out of here that could have made my honorable mentions. Close Encounters of the Third Kind could have made my honorable mentions.
Oh,
yeah. Number 6, and this may be a surprise, but I think it's one of the best scores ever. Jurassic Park, John Williams.
I almost put that in my list.
I love the music in that. I mean, that's one of my, like, there are moments from that first Jurassic Park movie, particularly in the beginning when they're setting that story up, that now I can still watch that film and it gets those emotional juices, you know, of being young and watching that movie. And,
man, Rose, me and my
particularly wife,
Rose, me and my wife can watch Jurassic Park every single day.
See, I'm a bigger fan of the music of Jurassic Park than I am the movie.
See, to me, it's everything about it.
I think that first Jurassic Park one, it's good. I think it's great. Yeah. Number 5, Back to the Future.
Alan Silvestri.
And is that Alan Silvestri as well?
Yeah, that's Alan Silvestri also.
Okay. Number 4, Rocky, Bill Conti.
Yep.
You know, Rocky is hard to it's hard to get past. It's so good. Number 3, Indiana Jones.
I
John
knew it.
Williams.
I knew it.
Now I'm going to tell you, I was surprised how close 1 and 2 are actually for me when I really got to thinking about it. But ultimately, I mean, I stuck with my number 1, but number 2 was real close. Superman, John Williams.
That's a good one, man.
Yeah.
That's a real good one.
And
Are
then
we getting John Williams for the Rise of Skywalker?
number 1. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It'll probably be his last one, by the way. And number 1, of course, Star Wars.
John
Williams.
No doubt. Yeah. That's a pretty good list, Rose. Yours is closer to mine, but mine is quite different. I don't know if this is just the composer in me, because I don't know if you guys know, I studied music in college. I've been a musician my whole life.
That's awesome.
I composed and everything like that. So mine is going to be a little bit different. So,
John, what instruments you play?
I started playing the piano, and then I played the clarinet. That's my 2 instruments that I played. I don't really play the piano that well anymore, because I pretty much stopped taking lessons when I started. I picked up the clarinet when I was in the 6th grade.
Yeah.
So that's a long time ago. And I performed constantly. I had to practice a lot when I was in college, when I was a music major. I almost have a degree in music and music composition. So my list is, I have a lot of the same composers. So, but I'm gonna get into my list now. And I just have my honorable mentions here. Gladiator, Hans Zimmer. The Karate Kid, Bill Conti.
It's a good one.
This is one you guys didn't mention. Planet of the Apes, Jerry Goldsmith. I'm talking about the Charlton Heston one.
Whoa, I forgot about that movie.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
The reason I chose that one is it goes back to my music training. He was influenced by Alban Berg, who was a part of the 2nd Viennese School of Music, who is a student of Arnold Schoenberg, who was like the most influential composer of the 20th century. So I'm not going to get too much into it because it'll just be confusing, but he invented the 12-tone roll, and that is highly influenced in Planet of the Apes.
Get your hands off me, you damn dirty ape.
All right. I got Rocky, Bill Conti, Jurassic Park, John Williams, Indiana Jones, John Williams, Master Zorro, James Horner.
These are
my honorable mentions.
Oh, snap. You said Mask of Zorro. I haven't seen that in a long time.
Yeah, that's James Horner.
Flick.
James Horner is one of my all-time favorites. Tron Legacy, Daft Punk.
Yeah.
This is something you didn't mention. Last honorable mention, Star Trek II, Wrath of Khan, James Horner.
I forgot about that.
And
I'm a Trekkie.
And he was actually in my top 10. I had him at number 9, but then I had to redo it. I was like, oh man, there's some other ones. So here is the top 10. Number 10, The Shawshank Redemption, Thomas.
Oh man. You know, John, that could be number 1.
That really could be number 1.
Good.
That's how tough this top 10 is. That movie, that soundtrack, Thomas Newton, that movie is just driven so much by that music.
John, I can tell just by your number 10, this fits to be an epic list.
Yes.
I can already tell you.
Yeah. Well, his honorable mentions were like most of mine, like top 10. I was like, damn.
Number 9, Back to the Future, Alan Silvestri. And the main reason why he's in my top 10, my favorite scale is what they call the Lydian scale. And just a quick music lesson here. That's a raised 4th. So bum bum bum. That first note to that 4th note is called a tritone relation. I just love that. I love that sound right there. Now, this is one, I don't know if you guys ever heard of this movie or not. This is one of my all-time favorite movies. Also one of my all-time favorite film scores. Number 8, Blood In, Blood Out. You ever heard of that?
That's a jail movie, right? Or a game movie?
It's a prison movie.
Yeah, I seen that before.
That is a great movie composed by
Yeah.
Bill Conti. He composed the music for that. So you got this white Italian American guy
Me
composing
about
a in the style of like a Mexican American Chicano style.
Yeah.
That is a really, really great soundtrack. Billy Bob Thornton is in that movie. Benjamin Bratt is in that movie.
Yeah, it's an old one.
Yeah, from 1992. What number I'm on? Okay, number 7. Titanic, James Horner.
I thought about putting that
I
one.
I remember when I first heard that soundtrack, man. I was composing so many variations on the themes from that movie. And actually, when I was in college, my friend needed something to play on the clarinet and the piano. And so we made an arrangement of the Titanic theme for the clarinet and piano. So we wrote that. I'm a huge James Horner fan. I was so upset when he passed away, man.
This is the thing about me with Titanic. I wanted to put it in my list, and it's a great movie, but sometimes it's great movies out there that I don't want to see again. Do that make sense?
Yeah. But the music, man.
Because I'm gonna tell you, Titanic, that's one of the movies. It's like Saving Private Ryan. It's a rough journey. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ooh, I didn't think about Saving Private Ryan.
I didn't think about that either.
And see, when
That's a good
it's
one.
movies
Yeah,
like
actually.
that, I can't watch them more than once because it's a journey, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's a good one, Titanic.
Yep. Number 6, Superman, John Williams. No
It's
surprise.
always a good one.
That's
Now-
kind of low.
Now, this top 5 here,
That's kinda low.
this is a top 5 now that I really struggle with. And number 5, I'm going to see if you can guess this. This composer told the director, he actually says someone should compose the music for this masterpiece. And the director said, "You're right, but they're all dead." Number 5, Schindler's List, John Williams.
Well,
That music makes me tear up every time I hear it.
everything Jay just said about you see a movie and it's great, but you don't want to watch it again.
Yeah.
That applies to that movie.
Yeah.
I can't watch that.
Yeah,
movie.
because
I saw it in the theater. I haven't seen it since.
Ray Fiennes plays Amon Girth, who was one of the most evil Nazis ever. And he killed this lady like cold blood, didn't even think twice about it. But John Williams' music, oh my God. When Liam Neeson was saying, if I can only get one more, I could have just say one more, man. I'm like tearing up, man. The John Williams music is playing. It's rough, man. I mean, that could easily be number 1.
Yeah.
But number 4, Ben-Hur, Miklos Rocha.
Wow. The dog show is
Man.
first smile.
That's a throwback to a time when the first 7 minutes of that movie is nothing but the overture. And I'm just like, wow, blown away. I know the dog show is a big Ben-Hur fan. Ben-Hur is one of my all-time favorites.
Oh yeah, the dog show. Yeah, that's his favorite film.
But didn't they come out with a remake of that movie?
Yeah, it wasn't that good. It wasn't even close to the
I haven't
original.
seen it.
I have it on Amazon.
That's with Charleston Heston?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Man, you know what? Charleston Heston was the man back then.
He's one of the top 5 actors of all time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No doubt about it.
Yeah. He was huge.
Yep. Now I'm about to get some controversy here on my number 3. I may lose some subs. Star Wars, John Williams, number 3.
Nah.
Wait,
man.
what?
I know everybody is probably thinking that's going to be number 1.
Now, you know what? If I could have bet money, I would have bet against it being number 1. I had a feeling it was.
Me
not.
too.
I've got a pretty good idea what the top. Well,
I got an idea.
at least one is gonna be.
I got an idea. Whoopsh, whoopsh.
What? What's the top 2 you think?
Listen to the sound I'm making. You don't hear that whipping sound?
What?
I'm
12
making a
years
whip.
I don't
delayed?
know about both of them.
12 years.
I would
delayed?
have to guess one of them is Conan.
He said 12 years to slave.
I don't know. What do you say, Rhodes?
One of them's Conan the Barbarian.
Okay. And what's the other
Am
one?
I right?
What's
And the
other one?
other one is I hate snakes.
I don't know.
Oh, Indiana Jones. That's what you said. Okay, I got you. So y'all think it's those two.
Yeah.
Number 2,
Yeah.
Conan the Barbarian, Basil Polydorus.
Hey,
That
I'm glad I'm not alone on this.
man. That, and me and my friend, he's a composer too. We talked about this in college. He's like, man, that film score is the most awesome film score ever. It tells the
Ever.
story of the movie.
Ever.
Because how much is actually said in the first, after Coman's father tells the story?
Yeah.
5 minutes of nothing but music. Doom kills his mother. No words are spoken.
No words. And that,
The music is
I re-
telling the story.
I remember that scene as a kid when he chopped her head off. And I mean, that was just the most powerful thing I ever seen in movies, period.
Yeah. And then the next scene when Doom actually gets off the horse and everything, and they play that music. Bum bum bum.
Yeah.
Bum 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 bum.
Yeah.
That's actually a lot of parallel fifths and octaves. When you studying traditional music theory, that's a bit no-no. But in 20th century techniques, you can use that. So I love that little motive right there. And it sounds
John,
very,
I'm gonna
very
tell you
powerful.
what part get me every time. Remember the part when Conan's girl, she was begging him not to pursue Doom?
Yeah.
And they both went to sleep that night. And when she woke up, she was feeling on the side of where Conan usually be, and he was gone. Remember that the music?
I'm trying to remember. I think I have to see it. I have Conan the Barbarian in my house.
That song right there is the most powerful thing I ever heard in movies, period.
Yeah. And Basil Polydorus, man. He did the music for RoboCop too. He's a composer for that. Number 1, both you guys are dead wrong. And I can't believe this did not make you guys top 10 honorable mentions. Interstellar, Hans Zimmer.
Oh.
It was like it was a neo-baroque style composition. He threw the pipe organ in. It was like listening to Bach writing music for a movie.
You know what? I can see why you. I can see.
I could have three more honorable mentions. It would be The Dark Knight.
I thought about that.
Tombstone.
I thought about that.
And 310 to Yuma.
Another great movie.
Yeah. Christian Bale and Russell Crowe. That's a badass flick.
Yeah, but John Williams, Hans Zimmer, and James Horner. That's my 3 favorite film composers of all time, man. Those guys.
Interstellar
is a great score, man. You didn't like the movie, did you?
I thought it was good, but I didn't think it was as great as everybody made it out to be.
And it's something about Hans Zimmer, man. I don't know what it is. And you know what? In a lot of ways, I got some flat for this on Geeks and Gamers channel one time when we were chatting, and I said, "Man, Hans Zimmer may be better than John Williams."
Oh yeah, I know they went nuts when you said that.
And maybe it's just a style because I don't compose when I compose music. I don't compose like John Williams. I'm a lot closer to Hans Zimmer's style of music composition. And you know what? You know what I left out too? The Last Samurai. That's Hans Zimmer too. That could have been an honorable.
I thought about
that could have been an honorable mention.
I thought about it. Yeah, I thought about it. Yeah. You know what? That's a highly underrated movie.
Oh yeah.
You know what? One of our top 10s on my channel is going to be top 10 most underrated movies of all time.
Let's do it.
That's going
I
to be a
think
good
we all
top
know
10
Terminator
list.
Salvation is going to be in there.
Woo! That may
It may
be
be
number
number
one
one.
on my list. That God, it drives me nuts
Yeah,
that they didn't
and that's a
continue that
tough list
story.
to come up with too.
Yeah, you know, Terminator Salvation. I never
Because you've
understood.
got a lot.
I never understood why Terminator Salvation never got any. You know, it seems like people don't. They look over that movie.
Yeah, I think it kind of gets bottled down with T3 and when Genesis came out, and it was just so horrible.
Yeah.
Kind of got thrown in with
Okay.
that.
Hey, Joe K in the chat. Man, if we were doing actual soundtracks,
The soundtracks is a different thing from film
Judgment.
score.
Well, he said Judgment Day. There's a movie called yeah, we're doing film scores tonight.
Yeah,
if we were doing soundtrack, there's a movie called Judgment Night that would be in my top 10.
Yeah. And the reason why I didn't have Terminator in my top 10 honorable mentions, it has a great theme, but it's pretty much a great theme. The rest of the score is kind of varying around that one theme. It's not a lot of depth, and it's pretty much all synthesized. But I know the Terminator thing, and Brad Fidel is awesome. He really is. But can't crack my top 10. I wanted to put Rocky on there, but man, it's so tough. I think Bill Conti's Blood In, Blood Out score has more depth overall than Rocky. Bill Conti's amazing. Any other one? What other ones are we missing? Any others film scores that we're kind of taking for granted? Braveheart. I forgot about that one.
I forgot about Braveheart too. Yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah. Miss Braveheart.
That's a movie I'm about to watch.
Yeah, Braveheart.
Definitely. It's been a decade since I've.
Yep. That's James Horner, man.
But you know, when it comes to Mel Gibson, when he in epic movies, they always have good scores.
Oh my God. You know what I forgot? Oh my goodness.
What you forget?
I forgot a big one. Hold on. Let me find out this guy's name.
2001, Mr. Pete's. Where's 2001? I know that would make a lot of people.
Oh yeah, that space movie. To you, I thought about putting 2001 in there.
I completely forgot about this movie. It should definitely be at least an honorable mentions.
Okay, tell us.
If not the top 10. The Passion of the Christ, John Debney.
See, anything with Mel Gibson?
I completely forgot about that one.
Yeah.
Man, and that movie, man, oh man, that music was so good. So good. John Debney did an amazing job.
I've never seen that movie.
It's very powerful, man. It's very powerful.
I think, you know what?
I've heard people say they like it, but they said,
you know what, guys, looking at my list, I'm gonna have to take away number 1 from Star Wars. I'm gonna have to switch it with my number 3, Conan the Barbarian. I'm just being honest.
Yeah. Yeah, and Basil Polidori is not a better composer than John Williams.
No, he's not, but to me, that score is better. Yeah. Just in my opinion.
Yes. Mainly because of the way they did the movie.
Yeah.
I mean, because they wanted the music to drive that movie. You know, like Star Wars, it wasn't necessarily driven by the music per se. But they had a lot of scenes in like the orgy scene in Conan the Barbarian. That was that's all music, you know, when they're doing the orgy scene.
Yeah.
And Thulsa Doom transforms into a snake. No words are spoken.
Think about it, John. If you really watch that movie, it's not much talking in that entire movie.
No, all the most powerful scenes, there's not a lot of words spoken.
Yeah.
There really isn't. But
which was perfect for Arnold back then.
You right. I think that's why they kind of did it like that. But you know, come to think of it though, Arnold
Here's some in the chat.
What's that?
Terminator, Terminator 2, Blade Runner. We mentioned 2001, Pulp Fiction, Aliens.
Yeah.
But Pulp Fiction don't really have a strong score.
And hell yeah, the music for Die Hard. Say it again.
I was just saying Pulp Fiction really don't have a strong score though.
No.
In my opinion.
And I can't think of a thing that sticks out.
Yeah.
Like I can tell you, I mean, I can think about as I'm watching the movie, I can remember as soon as the film's, you know, I mean,
oh, you talking about like that surfer type song? It's like a surfer type song. I know what you're talking about.
Like, yeah, when the movie starts, it's also got a good soundtrack too.
No,
I actually like Reservoir Dogs soundtrack better, and I actually like True Romance's soundtrack better than either one of Reservoir Dog or Pulp Fiction.
You know,
The Rock would have been a good one.
Yeah. Did you guys notice that I did not after I put Commando on my top action movie, James Horner did the score to that movie, and I didn't even have it in my honorable mentions. I love that score.
John, every time I talk to you, made me want to rewatch Commando.
And Commando's awesome, man.
I think I'm gonna watch that tonight.
Yeah. But I was thinking about Commando. Actually, I was listening to some of the sound of the scores while I was trying to make my list yesterday. And Commando, it's really on like one theme on each track. He's kind of like doing a different rendition of it.
Yeah.
So it's not a lot of depth. I mean, it's perfect for that movie though.
But you know what? When I'm looking at my list, and I'm glad you mentioned Tron Legacy. Tron Legacy is actually the most unique out of the entire list.
Yes, definitely. Because Daft Punk is known for like techno music, but they have some like traditional orchestral stuff in the movie.
Yeah. And them guys are like real life comic book characters because they never revealed their face, right?
No, and they were in that movie too, you know.
Yeah. They always wear those robot heads.
Yes. Yeah, they're from France.
Yeah, because they've been big ever since the 80s, right? Or the early 90s.
I don't know. Actually, I'd never heard of them before Tron Legacy.
Yeah, Tron Legacy put me on, and then I started listening to all their old stuff.
Yeah.
And MTV always play the heck out of their song, Robot Rock. You ever heard of that song?
No.
I'm going to tell you what movie it was in. You ever seen Iron Man 2?
Yeah.
Okay, remember the scene when Tony was all drunk and stuff at the party at his mansion? They played it when he fought Rhodey.
Oh, okay. But I just noticed something about our list. We didn't have like any of these comic book movie scores at all.
That's true. It's based off just action and not the score.
Yeah. And I can tell you another one that's really underrated. Ludwig Göransson, Creed.
Yeah.
That should be an honorable mention. Creed 1, especially.
The first one.
Yes. He's doing the music for The Mandalorian now.
I still need to see the second Creed movie. Have you guys seen it?
Yes. That second Creed movie is really good.
I haven't seen it yet.
Slightly below Creed 1. It's really good.
You know that Creed 1 score and soundtrack made me want to get up and start boxing in the middle of the movie theater.
I know. Didn't Bill Conti's Rocky score make you want to go hit the gym?
Yeah, I think one time I worked out to the soundtrack. I mean, to the score.
Yeah, I would actually, when I go to the gym and stuff, I'll have the Rocky music playing in my headphones.
Oh Jesus, Joe K, the original Halloween movie.
John Carpenter, yep. But
God,
that's a really good
Carpenter.
Yeah, John Carpenter, man, he's the most versatile filmmaker. He's a composer. No, he did the music for Bit Trouble in Little China too.
Yeah, John Carpenter is the man.
Yes, he is. I heard
What do you
they're supposed to be remaking that movie too. Which I don't
What
know
do you
why.
think about the Thing soundtrack, the score?
The Thing? And
Yeah.
I haven't heard that in forever. I don't even remember what it sounds like.
That's one of the best movies ever.
Yeah. The Kurt Russell one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And well, that was fun. That was really, really fun. So, Rhodes, what are we doing next week? On your channel?
We are doing top 10 martial arts films.
Oh, yes. And you finally saw Ip Man.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I did.
What you think, Ro?
I watched the first. It was good. It was good. I don't know. I have a little bit of a disconnect between foreign films and American-made films. They have such a different feel to them.
Yeah.
I don't know. Will it make my list? No, it won't make my list. But it's probably because most of my list is going to be comprised of movies that I most likely probably saw in the theater,
like the Karate Kid.
That stuck out in my mind, my head at the time, and that have that I don't know. I like I suspect that John may watch Die Hard tonight, and I don't know that he's going to love it as much because he didn't see those movies in the theater.
He'll like the soundtrack though.
So he doesn't have that experience. He doesn't have that experience to go along with Die Hard like I remember seeing all three of those Die Hard movies in the theater.
Man, I was like 10 years old when Die Hard came out.
No, what are you, 41?
Yeah, I'm 41. I'll be 42 next month.
Okay, well, I'm 43. It came out in 89.
Okay, so I was 12.
I was 2 years old.
What, 11 or 12?
I was 2.
Oh, get out of here.
But you know what? I don't necessarily.
I was 4 years shy of graduating high school. So
I remember
anyway.
I remember going to see Predator in the movie theater. I don't remember seeing Commando in the movie theater, but I remember when I was a kid, man, we used to act out all the scenes in Commando when I was a kid. Me and my brother and my cousin would be playing out in the front yard, acting out Commando.
You guys are lucky because all the classic movies that I love, I was too young to see them in the movie theaters.
Man, the 80s were the best, man.
I
remember seeing The Karate Kid when it came out.
And the thing about watching movies, like Rose said, when you watch it in the theater, it's a different feeling.
Yeah. So, like, I really wish I could have saw Star Wars in '77. I wish I was old enough to be able to experience that and understand what it was like seeing that in the movie theater.
I was one of the lucky ones because when Phantom Menace came out,
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the original one.
No, I'm telling you, when Phantom Menace was about to come out, they had this thing going on down here in Nacogdoches where they were showing the original trilogies, and I had the chance to see the original trilogies in theater as my first time ever seeing Star Wars.
Wow!
I don't know what was going on in my.
That's cool.
I don't know what was going on in my town, but right before Phantom Menace came out, I'll never forget it. They were showing all 3 trilogies at our movie theater. So I was one of the lucky ones, y'all.
I watched The Empire Strikes Back in the theater, and then 2 weeks later, we caught a re-release of A New Hope.
That happened to me.
In Marshall, Texas. Fatal J, do you know where Marshall is?
I've been to Marshall,
Texas. Before. Yeah. We caught a re-release in a little country theater in 1980 of A New Hope 2 weeks after we had seen The Empire Strikes Back. And then we saw Return of the Jedi opening day here in Longview.
Rose, that's the exact order how I saw 'em. I saw Empire first, New Hope, and then Return of the Jedi.
So I saw Jedi first because I was in the
Oh,
movie
okay.
theater. I was in the movie theater watching that as a little kid. Then I don't remember how I started seeing them all. But you know what? You know what's different though? After Jedi came out, there was no Star Wars until 1999. But yet, the toys were selling like crazy.
Yeah, they were. I remember that.
I had like every single toy. You know, there wasn't a Star Wars movie out for 5 years. And those toys were selling like crazy. The books were coming out, selling like crazy.
Yeah.
Just, man, what would happen if Disney Star Wars disappeared for 5 years? They wouldn't sell nothing. They ain't selling nothing now.
That's crazy though.
I mean, but
That's so crazy.
George Lucas was a merchandise selling machine.
He was. And it seemed like he was giving everybody the rights to Star Wars.
Oh, he's still paying. I think Spielberg is getting a check.
I can remember back in the late 90s, people was giving George Lucas a lot of flack for that, you know, because they were saying he was all about the money.
George ain't all about the money, man. If he was all about the money, he'd be making more Star Wars movies. You know,
Yeah.
but he wanted to go out. He's making Willow. Did he really have anything to do with those Ewok movies?
I hope not.
Or he just sold the rights to it.
See, that's what I was saying. He gave the rights to everybody.
Yeah. You know, like the holiday
Those
special.
movies are not canon.
Yeah, I know that I can, but you know, like the holiday special, it was so bad he tried to buy up all of them, and he had nothing to do with the holiday special.
What you talking about, the Star Wars Christmas?
Yeah, he said it was so bad he tried to buy them all up. He didn't even want to go out.
But is George Lucas is he retired from Hollywood, or is he still coming out with films, or what?
He said that he was going to be making his own independent films that nobody would see. I don't know what he meant by that. Technically, this is the way it was supposed to go down. He wasn't supposed to 100% go away. He was supposed to be there as more like, these are my stories, consult with me. Basically, he was going to do everything except write, produce, and direct. He was going to do all of the other stuff. But then Disney came in and say, we don't want to use any of your stuff. I'm going to kick you out. And he's pretty much been retired, except for, you know, JJ consulting with him on episode 9. I don't know how much, but that's pretty much it.
Was George Lucas behind Willow, or was that Ron Howard?
No, that was George Lucas. He created Willow. Ron Howard directed.
Man, Willow was an underrated movie.
Willow was great, man. I love
Willow. And Val Kilmer, man, the way he was using that sword, it just blew my mind. I was like, this is an awesome film.
Yeah.
I would like to see a sequel to this movie.
Yeah, they're actually talking about making a sequel. Ron Howard wants to direct it. Val Kilmer wants to come back. And I think that's a real thing. Yeah.
John Kasdan's writing it right now.
John Kasdan?
Yikes.
No thanks, I'll pass.
Yeah.
If his father's writing, you know, that'd be cool. I mean, he may turn Willow's little kid into some pansexual animal or something. I don't know. And I like Val Kilmer's name in that movie was so cool. Mad Mardigan. That's a pretty cool name.
Yeah, that was a good movie. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah. George Lucas, he also made Red Tails. I like that movie. That was like his last movie before he sold to Disney.
Yeah, his wife made that movie.
Yeah. He didn't write it or anything. He produced it. It was a Lucasfilm movie. I really liked that movie, and you can tell that the plane, the dog fights were from Star Wars.
Yeah. And one of the people that was starring in that movie was the guy that played Luke Cage on Netflix. I
Yeah.
can't think of his name right now.
Yeah, I know you're talking about it. I can't think of his name either. So, but anyway, guys, that's it. We went a little bit longer than what I thought we would. So, but that was a really good list.
Very good show.
Yeah, Jay, your list never seems to surprise. It's always quite different from mine. So, but I still think I have the best list. That's just me, though.
No, you did. I agree. You had the best list.
I was joking, but okay.
Well, I'm serious because you know
I tried to
your music.
I tried to give it a shot.
Yeah, I was thinking more from the musical aspect, I guess. You know, the technical stuff like the chords and all that. I don't know why. You know, so. But guys, that was a good show. Check us out Tuesday night, 6:20 on Rose Channel. We'll be going live then. So everyone be safe. Have a great day, and we'll catch you later.
Bye-bye.